Hey guys, so sorry about the dim lighting, but as you can see, we have a sleeping baby on our hands. I can't really see what you guys see because I have the camera flipped around, but I'm guessing you can see him. So I'm gonna do my best to record this video before I wake the sleeping bear. So anyways, I come to you guys for a couple reasons. One, it's been a little while since I've posted a video last, and I'm due for some updates. And so let's start with resolutions. I want to know what you guys are doing for your resolutions. I was talking to a friend about this yesterday, and I think I want to set a couple different resolutions. I usually don't do this, but this year, now that I'm a mom and stuff, you can kind of get lost in that. So I want to set a couple specific personal resolutions to give me something else this year to focus on. So let's see. And then secondly, I wanted to talk a little bit about our finances and where we're at with our house and stuff like that. So as you guys know, I do the Dave Ramsey. Job and I both do the Dave Ramsey. We've been doing that since we got married, so a little over 2 years now. And what that is it's an envelope system. I guess first off, it's a set of baby steps. I think there's 7 of them. The first one is to set up an emergency fund. So an emergency fund is, basically if your washer breaks or your car breaks down or something like that, heaven forbid. Knock on wood for us because we don't need that right now. But that's typically what it is, and it can be different for everybody. I know that Dave Ramsey recommends $1,000 to start. And once you have kids, you might want a little bit more than that. You might each want $1,000 for your emergency fund. I know when we first started this, Job and I both had $1,000 stashed aside for our emergency fund, and now we just have his because we don't find that in addition to our envelopes and our sinking funds that it's necessary or that it has been necessary so far. So that's what we did for baby step 1. We checked that off, and then baby step 2 is to snowball your debt. Basically, you list all of your debt, highest to lowest, and then you start paying off the lowest amount first. You don't worry about interest or anything like that. You just start with your lowest debt and you pay that off, because the idea is once you pay off the smallest debt, you can then take that money and snowball it towards your next highest debt or your next lowest debt, whichever way you want to say it, and so on and so forth. So that's the idea. And so we're doing that. It's been a little difficult just because we are working on building the house, and typically you don't pay off your mortgage until after your debt snowball is done, but because we're cash flowing it and we're building it, it's not really a mortgage. So we're kind of doing our own thing with this and trial and error and seeing how it works out. So far so good. We'll see what happens, but let's see. So the update with the house kind of goes along the lines of our envelope system. So right now we have, I believe we're pretty close to $3,000 set aside to start working on the house over the winter. Job went there and cleaned out the driveway from all the snow yesterday, and sorry, switching hands. Cleaned out all the snow yesterday so that we could get access to the house, and we did buy a generator. I said that in the last video, so that we would be able to work on the house over the winter and stay warm inside and all of that. So we do have that amount set aside, and we have our generator, and the driveway's cleared out, so we're pretty much ready to go. I think we're going to start working on the house again, pick up work again after the first of the year, probably survive the holidays. Everyone knows how that is. So going back to our finances and an update there, I was going to go through a list of what we envelope. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm trying to hold the baby still, and I got some stuff in front of me. So what we do personally is we have this binder here. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. We have this binder here, and we have, let me see if I can tell you where I got this printout. Hold on one second. Let's see, so I got this printout. It's a free printout, and it's from amomstake.com. So if you just Google search budget worksheet by A Mom's Take, if you just Google that, it should come up, and that's what I use personally. I can try and show it to you. Hang on one second. Let's see. So it's like this. It looks like that. And as you can see, I don't know if you could see it, I guess, but I do cross out a couple of things. Like they have, for instance, let's see if I could tell what one of these were. Like clothing or something. We don't do a clothing budget, so I cross that off and I'll put something like Amazon Prime, something that we use instead. Anyways, it's super straightforward. You list your income at the top, you list your monthly bills and like whatever you're going to envelope, and then at the bottom you have a category that says like the difference between your income and your expenses, and then that's what we should have for a projected amount that we'll be able to put towards our debt that month. So for our envelopes, and yes, we literally use envelopes, as you can see. We do this bi-weekly. Joe gets paid bi-weekly, and then my money, whatever I make for my personal chef business, and I do some transcripts and stuff like that on the side, whatever I bring in at the end of the month, we take the amount that we need outside of like what I leave in there for a cushion for my automatic bills. We take that amount and we snowball it. So for our envelopes, we have a Liam envelope who's sleeping so good. You guys have to see. He's so cute. Being so good. Thank God. Okay, so our first envelope is Liam, and we do $20 bi-weekly because right now that's just kind of what we feel like we need. And then let's see, what else do we have? We have groceries. We do $100 a week for groceries. That might seem like a little bit much, but as most of you know from following me on Facebook and what I did and do for a living, I'm pretty particular about food, and we like to eat healthy, and we cook a lot. We don't have an eating out budget at all. If we do decide to eat out, it comes out of what's left from our grocery envelope. So that's kind of grocery and dining out all in one. So that's $100 a week that we budget for that. For gas, we do $40 a week, sometimes $45. If we've got a trip coming up that we know, like in the summers we go to the Adirondacks, we usually budget ahead of time for that and set a little bit more aside for the gas for that month. So that's what we typically have. We have our cell phone, which is an automatic payment. For spending, Job takes spending, and that's $40 every 2 weeks. I don't really have spending right now, but now that I'm working from home and I don't necessarily have to travel that much, I don't really need a ton of spending. At least that's what I'm finding. And again, if we have extra money from the grocery envelope, maybe it's $5-10, I'll just take that and use that as my spending. So girl needs her coffee. Let's see, we have a vehicle repair envelope. We do $50 every paycheck for that. And then we're saving towards, it's a sinking fund, but we're saving towards a new vehicle. So that, again, is $50 every paycheck. Let's see, we do budget for gifts or holidays. We do $30 every 2 weeks for that. That's for weddings, that's for graduation present, birthday present. Christmas just came, and we had a couple $100 set aside for Christmas in advance, because as the year goes on, we're saving $30 every time Job gets paid. So let's see, the new vehicle I already said, and I believe that's it for our expenses as of right now. And then we also have a home envelope, and that's where we, and the auto insurance. We do put auto insurance in an envelope. Our auto insurance is paid every 6 months, and we could just leave it in our account, but that gets a little bit tough to keep track of. So we have been pulling it and putting it in the envelope instead. Oh, and we do medicine. That's another one that I don't have down in our budget worksheet because it's a new one. That can be anything at all. Like we just had some sore throats within the last few weeks, and so we needed cough drops, and we were taking it out of our grocery, but instead we decided to do a medicine envelope, and that's just like $5 every couple of weeks because we're more supplements and natural holistic things. So I'm just flipping through these to make sure that I didn't forget any sort of envelope. Nope. And so then we've got an envelope for our house, like I just said, and that's where we have all of our money saved up right now. And nobody panic, we do lock these up in our safe, so they're not just kicking around our house. Nobody get too excited about that. So yes, we've got the house envelope, and that again is any extra money we're really chucking at that right now because that really is our main focus. Our goal is to be in our house, living in our house full time by the end of this upcoming year. So 360 days, God willing, 365. And then we also have another envelope for car payment. So again, like I said, at the end of the month, any extra income or any income that I make is considered extra income. And so we'll split it between the house and putting more towards our car payment because that would be our lowest loan. So in 2 years, Job and I have paid off his student loan completely. We paid almost $10,000 of my student loan completely. This isn't including interest or anything like that. This is the actual amount that we've paid off on the loan. So if there has been interest, it might be more or less than that. We managed to pay off my last car. What else did we pay for? We paid cash for our wedding. We cash flowed starting my business, and because we cash flowed it, we were also able to pay off the lease in a lump sum when I had Liam, and we made the decision that I was going to move my business home. So we were able to cash flow that too. We cash flowed our honeymoon, and we've cash flowed everything that we've done on the house so far. And I'm not saying that in like a boastful way at all. I'm just saying that we personally have found that this plan really, really works. And so we're trying to share with people what it is that we do and try and answer people's questions if they do have them as best as we can. Sorry, I'm trying to find decent lighting. I give up. Trying to answer people's questions as best we can because we really want to be debt free, and I think that if we surround ourselves with other people that are trying to get out of debt or, surround yourself with like-minded people, then that's usually how success happens. So we're just trying to build a little bit of a community here. Having said that, there were a couple of people that had mentioned maybe doing like a group on Facebook for anyone that wants to join in on the Dave Ramsey Fun. So let me know if you guys want to do that. I can start it up, but I'm not a pro at all, so don't expect all the answers from me at all. We just know what has worked for us. So anyways, and people have had questions about, well, what have you paid off? How quickly have you paid it off? So those are all the things that we were able to cash flow in 2 years' time. So I guess that's about it for updates for now. He's so good. He's still sleeping. Sorry, I can't help myself. And I know that some of Job and my family do watch our videos, and everyone's always asking about Liam. So there he is. He's doing really, really good. We go to his 8-week, 2-month appointment this Monday. So we'll be going to that, and maybe I'll have some more updates for you guys then. But anyways, let me know your resolutions if you want me to start the group on Facebook, what you guys do for your finances, what works, what doesn't work. Meal planning, that's another thing I'm kind of curious on. We just started doing that, so but let me know anything that you guys want me to do videos on. The more requests you guys make, the more updates I'll give you. So anyways, this is long enough. See you guys later. Bye.